Alright, this is going to be a quick overview and first impressions review of the DDT Anti-Venom 24-hour assault pack. Mostly at this point I've just used this for camping, just trying to get used to get the feel before it goes to work with me. If you're new into any sort of backpacks, this can kind of seem overwhelming with the amount of straps and stuff it's got hanging off it, but as it fills up, it comes in handy to have all of this. So we'll start from the top there. There's the DDT logo, which is a veteran-owned and operated company. They have this strap over the top, which I think doubles as a compression strap for the pack. Once you have stuff in here, you can kind of compress it down. Then you also have this loop. If you pull it all out, you can have this loop at the bottom. I've been able to put a sleeping bag in this loop and then tighten it down so it's not going to go anywhere. Or if you do not need it or do not want to hang anything from there, you just tuck your stuff in and it can help compress your bag and also keep stuff from getting in your zippers and whatnot. So they also have two compression clips on either side, so your bag, when your bag is full and say you have clothes or items in there that are taking up a lot of space, they just could be compressed down. So you just clip these in and you pull them tight, and it'll help compact everything, keep your pack small, especially if you're going through woods, whatever, that you don't want stuff getting snagged on. Another benefit to having these compression straps, like here we have a walking stick, and just so it doesn't take up any room, that's one less thing you have to carry. Of course, once the bag's full, it'll hold that tight and you'd be able to walk around like that. Of course, there's these compression straps on both sides. So you undo your top one, and you have a chest strap for your shoulders. Then you have one that goes across your belly as well for weight distribution. You have a, I just had a string come untied on me, so that's something. Anyway, you have your first patch, which is basically for a water bladder that you can feed up through and then run it down one of the sides of your shoulder straps, and then you could drink from a straw from there, opposed to having to carry water bottles if you wish. I have yet to do that. Then you go into your main pouch, which for the size of the pack, it opens up 180, which is something I really like. You have two separate compartments, here and here, and then you have your main one as you close it up. Just be able to separate things so you're not digging through stuff, you know where stuff's at as it's getting tossed around. There's another medium-sized pocket, which is kind of the same thing. It has two smaller mesh separators here, and then a medium-sized one in there, and then of course the main pocket. And you come down to a smaller pocket, which again is just a pocket each side. Each one has padding in it. All this red you see is some sort of padding. So if you have items that are not flat, round, square, whatever, it's not pushing up against your pack, and that means a lot if you're going any distance. Inside here, there's a couple different Velcro straps, a couple bungee straps. You can arrange stuff, tie stuff down so it's not slopping around, whatever. And there's also this bungee cord here, and also more Velcro if you needed to tuck stuff in through here, or tie something down like that, you can. Then there's a very small pouch up top for, generally I keep, when I go hiking, I've kept dog treats in here, a couple power bars, stuff like that. This bag is big enough for the dog's going crazy. Bag's big enough for me, my wife, our 7-month-old baby, and our dog. All of those supplies that we need for a 4 to 5 mile hike, everything fits in this bag. So my wife will carry the baby in her carrier, and I will carry all the gear. And it usually comes out to weighing around 20 pounds or so, but it all fits in here. And again, we keep walking sticks on either side because the wife is carrying the baby on her chest, so it's nice for her to have those depending on what kind of terrain we're in. But this is, like I said, it's kind of the first impressions. Other than I just had that string come off while I was doing this. I'm probably going to take it a lot more out before it goes to work with me. So I get familiarized with it and make sure it's going to hold up well. It seems to be doing well. I couldn't find any other videos on the Anti-Venom. I know they have the Venom, which is a 48-hour pack. It's a little bit bigger. I like the compressed small sizes a little bit more. I'm a smaller frame guy. So this is kind of route I went. And these shoulder straps are very comfortable, even with 20 pounds. I was able to put... I have a fixed blade knife I hook up to my strap here, which kind of keeps it from bending in the proper way a little bit, and I still wasn't having any fatigue spots on my shoulders from where all that weight was coming. And part of that is the weight distribution system they have. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I mean, this is nice and padded. It's got a nice carry strap. I have a, as you just heard, a 85 to 90 pound, depending on the time of year, black and coonhound we take with us, and I take his lead and I hook it to this D-ring, one of them depending on, as a tether in case I were to fall, slip, whatever. I don't lose his leash. He's still tied to me. The backpack's tethered to me, and he's pulled on that a couple times, and I haven't had any issues. Hadn't had any indication that this stitching's coming out. It looks like it's either triple or quadruple stitched in there. Some good quality stuff, it looks like. And that bungee piece coming out of this zipper could have been a fluke, because they're just tied, so you could switch them out if you wanted them to be something else. But then you also have, of course, your MOLLE pouches here, that you could hook whatever accessory you needed to. And then patches. I took my patch off, but I always keep my blood type patch on exterior equipment, just to help out if I ever needed assistance, and something they could, if I'm 5 miles deep in a trail and by the time they get out they could already notify whoever that what my blood type is, in case I would have had any sort of trauma. I usually keep a med kit with me, but on major trauma a lot of times you can't do it yourself, short of being a tourniquet or something like that. So, alright, let me know if you have any questions, comments, anything like that. This is my first gear review, so it might be choppy or cut up or whatever, but I'll let you know further down if I have any issues with the bag. Plan on keeping it for a long time. Seems to be working out well for me. So